In a small mountain-ringed village, there once lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco was a restless soul, his mind a constant whirlwind of thoughts. All day, a relentless stream of ideas came and went, leaving him feeling anxious and exhausted. He was perpetually sad about his past and worried endlessly about the future. Because of this mental turmoil, his mind was like a storm. He could find no calm, could not sleep well, and had even forgotten how to smile. One day, Marco heard tales of a distant hill village where a wise old man was said to live. This man had once been a famous psychologist in the city. He had helped countless people in his life, teaching them how to find peace within their minds. Now in his old age, he had left the bustling city life behind to live in a quiet village, close to nature. He would sometimes offer his wisdom to visitors. A flicker of curiosity and hope ignited in Marco. He decided he must go and meet this old man. He thought, perhaps this wise man can help me find peace. After a long and tiring journey of many days, Marco reached the village in the hills. When he arrived, he saw a small house covered in greenery. On the porch, the old man was sitting quietly, his eyes closed, looking deeply peaceful. Marco approached him and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is in constant turmoil. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and offered a calm smile. "So you are looking for peace?" he said. "Then come with me. I will give you a small task." He led Marco to his little yard. There he filled a glass with water completely to the brim. The glass was so full that even the slightest shake would make the water spill. He gave the glass to Marco and said, "Walk from here to the edge of the village and then come back. But remember, you must not spill even one drop of water." Marco looked at him with surprise, but he wanted to do his best, so he accepted the challenge. He held the glass carefully and started walking. The road was narrow and busy. Some people were walking, others were running. Shopkeepers were calling out to customers and dogs were barking, but Marco did not look around. His eyes remained fixed only on the glass. He walked slowly and carefully, step by step. People watched him with surprise, but no one disturbed him. They seemed to know he was learning something important. Finally, Marco returned to the old man and said, "Grandfather, I did it. I didn't spill even one drop of water." The old man nodded and smiled. Then he asked, "That's good, but tell me, did you see the children playing on the side of the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco looked surprised and replied, "No, I didn't see or hear anything. I was only focusing on the glass." The old man smiled again and said gently, "That is the secret. It is something that was always inside you, but you didn't know. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no space for fear, no confusion, and no extra thoughts. You are only thinking about the water in the glass. At that time, your mind became completely quiet. You were not sad about the past. You were not afraid of the future." Slowly, Marco began to understand. This was the peace he was searching for. Peace is not something we find outside. It is already inside us when we live in the present moment. Marco bowed his head and said softly, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want to calm my mind, I must keep my mind in this moment. That is when real peace comes." The old man smiled again. The sun was setting and the last light touched the ground. Birds were flying back to their nests. Marco started his journey back home. But now he was not the same restless young man. He had changed. He was peaceful inside because now he knew how to quiet the mind. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, stay well and stay peaceful.